How's it going? Let's begin.
Yes, let's begin. It's going well. It's going okay. I had a lot of stuff to update on the system, so it was kind of busy. In general, my day was busy because I had to get the vaccine.
Oh yeah, you got the second shot today.
I had to pick up my mom on the rodoviária, gente, bus station.
Oh, how nice.
And yes, that's it. But it's been kind of busy.
Oh,
Yeah, it's
that's
all right.
great. Awesome. Very good. Oh, amazing. All right. Hi, Amanda. How's it going? Is everything okay? Good to see you. Oh, guys, first of all, I'm sorry for having to use Zoom again. I was trying to use Google Meet, but unfortunately, it's not working in my computer. I will try again next week. Let's see if it works. I will try to fix the problem, but I'm trying, okay? I'm trying my best. Let's see if it works next week, okay? Because Google Meet is better. And for all the reasons, especially the connection, okay? The connection works better with Google Meet. But I will try again next week, okay? I promise. All right, people. But today we have to settle for Zoom. Let's pray the connection works on our behalf. Okay, let's see if we can stay stable until the end. But let's hope we don't crash. Okay, guys. Anyway, here we can see our Google Classroom page. Here it says that September 8th, which is today, we are supposed to do our unit 11.3, page 128. So I posted a few things for us here about the topics from last class. I don't know if you had a chance to see, but don't lose track, okay, guys, with our topics. Despite our connection problems, despite everything, try to keep in touch with our topics, okay? Try to do your platform, try to do the exercises, all right? Here, I put some exercises, actually not really exercises, but I put some examples of phrasal verbs. Here we go, internet connection. Okay.
Guys, yeah.
Yes, guys, first crash already. So, okay, can you see the screen?
Yes.
Okay, guys. Hi, Giovanna. Good to see you, dear. Super welcome.
Hi, very good to see you too.
Hi.
My connection today is not good.
Oh, don't worry.
Okay.
Mine isn't good either. Mine is very bad too. Super welcome, okay? And if we crash, it's because of the connection too, okay, guys? I don't know what's going on with Zoom. Now Zoom is requesting a super high-speed connection to run. And so all the users of this application needs to have the ultimate internet in the world. So if you don't, then you crash all the time. This is this is what I get. There is no other reason. If you want to run Zoom in your computer, you need to have excellent connection. And it's funny because we have cable here. We don't use, we use fiber optics, which is supposed to be good, but I don't know why. It's funny, isn't it? Anyway, go figure. Yeah, that's crazy. That's really crazy. Anyway, guys, as I was saying, I posted here for you some examples of phrasal verbs with the particles away, back, and through that we saw last class. All right? And then today, we will focus on the topics from pages 128 to 130. Okay. All right. Hi, Paulina. Good evening. Good to see you. Welcome. So let's move on. Let's go to 128 and let's try to do it. Okay, guys, despite all the connection problems, let's see what we can do today. So first of all, we have this box here, as you can see there. Let me try to focus on the box. Okay, can you see that, people? Yes. So here it says,
Yes.
they're showing for us today the contrast between the simple past and the past perfect. And it's very nice because we use these verb tenses a lot, especially when we are describing what happened. Okay. We use the past perfect with the simple past when we talk about two actions or events in the past. We use the past perfect for the action that happened first. We use the simple past for the most recent action. So example, he listened carefully, but the music inside had now stopped. All right. We often use already or just with the past perfect to say when. Example, when the stranger arrived, the party had already started. So here we have the actions very well signaled, showing which action happened first, which action happened later. So here, which action happened first? The party started. And then, which action happened later? The stranger arrived. So the stranger arrived is in the simple past. The action that happened first goes to the past perfect. That action happened first. Okay, so when the stranger arrived, the party had already arrived. When I put the word already, I emphasize the fact that that action started before. Okay, so that's something interesting, and that's the way for us to express that one situation happened before the other. Okay, there is a typical sentence I like to use, and I usually give my students as an example. For example, suppose I had a plane ticket to travel to New York, but I arrived late. Suppose I arrived late for my flight. So the trip was scheduled for yesterday. So when I arrived at the airport, my plane had already left. When I arrived at the airport, my flight had already left. Okay, that's an example. So did I arrive on time for my flight? No. Did I miss my flight? Yes, I did. I totally missed my flight. I missed my flight and I didn't go to New York. So what happened? When I arrived at the airport, my flight had already left. Okay? So the action that happened first in the past perfect, and the action that happened in the end, the one that arrived after, which is in the simple past, shows that I was late. So when I arrived at the airport, My flight had already left. All right, people. So if you memorize one sentence with this combination, you can use that as a model for all the others. Okay, this is a way for you to do the exercises. So let's take a look at the examples here. Look. Look, here we have a pair of sentences. Look. We have here, discuss the difference in meaning between these, this pair of sentences. Pay attention to the order of the actions. Look at those two sentences. When the stranger arrived, the party had started. This is one situation. When the stranger arrived, the party started. What's the difference, guys, between those two questions or those two sentences?
The first one, A, when the stranger arrived, the party had started. It means that it was happening already before he arrived. And the B, when the stranger arrived, the party started, it started after he arrived.
Perfect, exactly, okay? When I use two sentences in the simple past, I'm showing a sequence of events, one after the other in that sequence. Excellent. When the stranger arrived, the party started. So the party started after he arrived. Here, when the stranger arrived, the party had started. So here, the party started before he arrived. All right, people, that's the difference. Okay? All right, everybody. Okay? All right? Okay, can we close this? So now let's do some exercises. Let's see number 12. Okay, people, can you see that? Yes? Complete these sentences about the rest of the story. Use the simple past and past perfect in each sentence. Now try to do the exercises there. Let's see if you can do that. I'll give you, let me try to time you for that. Maybe 1 minute would be good. Okay, 1 minute will do. We can start. Okay, guys, let's correct. Always remember, one action happened before the other. the most recent action is always in the simple past. The first action is in the past perfect. So the first one, what do you think, guys?
The stranger was tired because he had walked a long way.
Perfect.
Walk it.
Walked. Pronunciation, walked. Okay, here we produce a T sound. So he had walked.
Walked.
Yes. Okay. So the stranger was tired because he had walked. Okay, good. Number 2, guys, what do you think?
Nobody had.
Nobody had seen the stranger before he,
He came to the house.
yes, all right. One action before the other. Perfect. Nobody had seen the stranger before he came to the house. Number 3.
He didn't told.
He didn't tell
Didn't tell the shepherd why he left Castlebride.
why he past perfect.
Had left.
Yes. Why he had left Castor Bridge so late at night. Okay. One action before the other. Okay. So far, so good. Yes. Now let's move on to the other part. Now let's see the first one here. It
Was.
it was, yes, it was cold outside because the temperature
Have dropped.
had dropped. Had dropped. Had dropped. Had dropped overnight. So the second here, the second action happened first. Okay. Now, guys, try to do numbers 5 to 9 and then we correct. Try to analyze which action happened first. I'll give you 2 minutes to do that. Okay, you can start. Okay, let's check. So another stranger
Had arrived.
arrived, simple past, soon after the first stranger had sat down. When I have the word after, I have to understand that one action happened after. So here is the action that happened before. Okay, guys? So if this action happened before, it means that this action is in the past perfect. Okay? Look, which action happened first? The first stranger sat down or another stranger arrived? Which action
sat down?
Sat down. So the first action was a first stranger sat down. This is the first action. The second action, another stranger arrived. So if this is the second action, so this one is in the simple past. Okay, so let's put the two actions together. Another stranger arrived soon after the first stranger had sat down. Okay, this is how we analyze the two situations. This is how we organize the ideas. We have to understand, oh, what happened first? First, the first stranger sat down. After he sat down, another stranger arrived. Okay? Okay. So I can organize the verb tenses. Okay, people? All right. Now, number 6. What did you put there? All the guests
enjoy it.
Yes.
Speaking here, but yeah. The foods the shepherd and his wife had prepared.
Perfect. Because this action happened first. Okay.
They had prepared the food and the guests enjoy it.
Yes, of course. Okay, so this action happened first. First, they prepared the food and then the guests enjoyed. So when we put together, we have to use all the guests enjoyed the food the shepherd and his wife had prepared. Okay, just a moment, people. Before the party
had finished, a third guest, stranger, knocked at the door, because knocked at the door was before the party had finished. Or no, I'm wrong.
Yes.
I'm mistaken. Yes.
Yeah.
Jesus, why?
Before, look, it was not after the party finished. It was before. So let's see. Before the party finished, a third stranger had knocked at the door. Let's see which happened first. What was, let's put
The
all
stranger knocking at the door.
Yes, let's put the sentences, both of them in the past. The party finished, a third stranger knocked at the door. Okay, let's put both of them in the simple past. The party finished, a third stranger knocked at the door. Now here they say, before the body finished, a third stranger knocked at the door. So the party was there happening, and a third stranger knocked at the door. So here, the party hadn't finished yet. The party was still happening, right? And then a third stranger knocked at the door. So here, I cannot say before the party finished. I have to say before the party had finished, a third stranger knocked at the door. Why is that? Let's see. Let's try to understand. Which was the first one? The first action.
The stranger knocked at the door.
Yeah.
The first.
If the first one, yeah. So actually, if the first one is the stranger knocked at the door, so then that action has to be the past past perfect. So it has to, before the party finished, a third stranger had knocked at the door. So then it has to be like this. But let's see if it makes sense. Let's see if it makes sense. Before the party had finished, a third stranger had knocked at the door.
Both in the...
Yeah. Does it make sense to you?
No. I don't think so. But it is.
Let me see. Before the party finished, a third stranger had knocked at the door. Yeah, that's strange. Yeah, that's really strange. That's really strange. Because here they're talking about strangers. It's a story. Another stranger arrived soon after the first stranger had sat down. Okay. So before the party finished, I think that's the simple present. That's the simple past. Before the party finished, because the party finished is more recent. It's more recent. So the most recent action is in the simple past. So before the party finished, a third stranger had knocked at the door. I think this is the best answer, not before the party had finished. No. Before the party finished, simple past first. Okay? Because in the beginning, we are signaling the simple past situation to say when the action happened. Okay? So it's usually like this. When we start the sentence, we usually say when the situation happened. So it's usually the simple past. Okay? So let's say, had finished. Oh, that's crazy. Before the party had finished, a third stranger knocked at the door. That's crazy. This is crazy. This one, I don't agree. You know, I don't agree with this one because usually when we start the sentence, they inverted the position here. the sentence should be a third stranger knocked at the door before the party had finished. The sentence should be inverted and not like this. Before the party had finished, a third stranger knocked at the door. This one here is really, really tricky and confusing.
Oh, I said that. I did.
Yes, yeah, you said
Oh,
that.
I was right. I was
Yes.
correct. I
Yes,
was
you,
going to.
yeah, you said that. Before
Eu
the
tava
party.
na pagar agora, gente. Eu tava na pagar todo triste. Agora que eu vi. Tipo,
No,
nossa,
you said that. You said that. Yeah, you said that. Before, yeah, you said that. Before the party had finished,
had finished it.
a third stranger knocked at the door. Yeah. So, because what did they do here? They inverted.
Yes, that was my, yes, that's what I thought, actually.
Yeah. So here, in reality, guys, here, they put this sentence here, a third stranger knocked at the door before the party had finished. So in reality, this sentence here is the first one.
action.
Yeah.
The first action is the second action, actually.
Yes, here. This is the first action. So that's why it's so confusing, because this action here is the first action. A third stranger knocked at the door, okay? This is the first action before the party had finished. That is the problem. If the sentence started like this, instead of before the party, if the sentence started a third stranger knocked at the door before the party had finished, we would have seen clearly, okay? But they inverted the position. So that's tricky, all right? But it's okay, all right? So that's why we have to be careful, because sometimes it's not so clear, okay? Now, the next one is very clear. Look, number 8. Look at number 8. Later, a policeman said a prisoner had escaped. Now, this is clear, okay? Totally clear. They...
I'm still doing that one, but...
Okay, try to say that. Which one is that? This is also clear.
Looked,
simple past. They looked for the first stranger, but he had disappeared. Yes, this one is also clear. So we have to be careful when we have words like after and before, okay? So we have to be careful when these words appear, especially when before appears in the beginning, all right? We have to be extra careful. All right, people. So take a look, everybody. So it's easier to identify the past perfect, because when we have the introduction of a sentence with the word before, we know that it talks about the action that happened before, actually, right? So we can understand that way, but it's also tricky, right? So in other words, the past perfect is always about actions that happened before another action in the simple past. Okay, guys? So we usually use the past perfect in sentences in the past and together with the simple past, okay, in a sentence like that. just to talk about what happened, right? And in a situation like this, one action before the other, okay? All right. Now, we are not going to write a paragraph to continue the story. We don't need to do that, right? But we will do more practice on this topic for sure. I will post some worksheets on the past perfect for you, okay, guys? So you can practice a little bit more. Hey, there's my connection. Okay. So let's take a look at page 129. Let's see another topic that is also included in our lesson today. It's 11.3, and the title is You Must See It. When you see this, what comes to your mind? Whenever you see this phrase, you must see it. It's usually movies, right? Whenever somebody tells you, hey, you must see it.
I gossip.
Yeah, right? Or probably TV series or something like this. So how do you decide what movies to see?
I asking a friend. I see the preview on Twitter, on YouTube.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we usually read the reviews, or we watch the previews on TV, right? Or we talk to friends about it. So here we can choose our answers according to how we decide. I would check basically everything here. I read the reviews, I ask friends, I watch the previews, I check the actors who are starring, and I choose by the type of movie as well, especially on Netflix or any of those platforms. I also decide by the type of movie sometimes. Okay, great. Here we have some, oh, this is so nice, isn't it? I like checking out the thumbnails of movies. Oh, it's so nice. Do you usually watch movies, guys, at home? Do you watch Netflix, Amazon Prime, Disney Channel? I don't know. We don't have much time nowadays, do we? But during the holidays, I don't know. We watch one movie here or there. So,
Eu tô tentando assistir pelo menos um por semana. Tô tentando fazer.
oh, that's nice. That's nice. Yeah, that's nice. Yeah, I'm trying to watch some series, but it's not very easy because I don't have much time either. So yeah, I watch slowly, one episode per week, little by little. So use the phases in the box to complete these short movie descriptions. So let's see there, guys. You have there opening scene, recent release. Here we have some vocabulary related to movies, right? Like opening scene, recent release, leading role, real highlight, amusing plot, natural talent. We use these expressions to describe movies, right? So let's take a look here. We have from numbers 1 to 6, and there are some places missing. So we should try to find where these expressions should go. Okay, guys. So I will give you 1 minute for you to try to fit these expressions where they belong. Okay? So let me time you for that. Let's try to do the first one. It's very simple. Okay, let me time you here. Okay, oops. 1 minute, okay? You can start. Just a second. Okay, go ahead. Okay, guys, let's check.
Just a second, please. I'm about to finish. Just a second.
Okay, okay.
Okay.
All right. So let's see, guys. Let me just focus here. All right. What do you think the first one is?
The science fiction movie came out in 2012, so it's not a recent.
Recent.
But it's worth watching if you haven't seen it.
Okay. A recent release. Okay.
Yeah.
We say that when we talk about a movie that has come out recently. Okay. So a recent release. Number two. What do you have for number two, guys?
Natural talent.
Uh-huh. Great. Yeah. Here they are referring to the
I was
actors.
going to read everything. I was going to read everything, but no.
No,
natural.
It's not. Yeah, not
It's
necessary.
natural.
Natural talent. Okay. Number three. What do you have for number three?
Amusing plot.
Aha. Amusing.
I don't
plot.
even know what's that. Amusing. I don't even know, but
what is that, people? Let's see. What is an amusing plot? Does anybody know?
I know what it's plot twist, right?
Uh-huh.
But amusing, like
Amusing.
It's not confusing, right?
No. Amusing is like entertaining, very good, something pleasant, something very nice. Okay.
Amusing, we can use for most of things.
We can use amusing for, yeah, we can use amusing mostly for performances, for stories, for books, movies, usually for that. Yeah, usually for those things.
And we have to, sorry, just last question. And I mean, is there like a rule? We have to use amusing with an action after, for example, plot, or no, we can use.
Yeah, amusing is an adjective, okay? So we use amusing to qualify something. So it comes before a noun, like most adjectives. So something amusing, it can be a game, it can be a performance, it can be something that a person does, right? So we usually use amusing to qualify a play, to qualify a movie, to qualify a performance, to qualify a book. Okay?
Okay, so thank you.
You're welcome. So here in number 4, what do you have?
Go, José. Many people here, Giovana, cadê vocês?
Come on, guys.
Não, só quietinhos aí escutando. Vamos lá.
Yes, come on, guys. Participate. Come on. Hugh Jackman plays the most important. Come on. How do you say that?
It's the leading role.
The leading role. Yes, the leading role. Okay, guys, when he plays the most important part in a play or a movie, okay? So the leading role. Number 5, winner of many awards, the real highlight, okay? The real highlight of this historical drama. So the real highlight is like the most important thing, the point that calls more attention, okay? And number 6, this animated movie is a classic. The opening scene at the start is very different from the rest of the movie. Opening scene. So here, guys, you have vocabulary to be able to talk about movies, plays, okay? Actually, cinema, if you are in Europe, they usually say cinema instead of movies, okay? So any kind of production that involves this kind of art. And it's nice if you are able to talk about it. I don't know if you guys want to study movies or drama, but here you have interesting vocabulary, even if you're not studying any of these things, but just being able to give your opinion about movies using appropriate vocabulary is interesting. It shows you're fluent. Hey guys. All right. So here in the third exercise here, they say, look at the movie posters, then read the descriptions from exercise number 2. Again, to match each description with a poster. You might not know the movies because they're old, okay? And here they say there is one you won't need. So to help you out, let me just disable here. I will just show you the answers to that. Okay, guys, because you may not know all the movies. So the first one is letter E, okay? One letter E. So this science fiction movie, okay, which came out in 2012, is worth watching if you haven't seen it. So this is letter E. It's this one here. The Hunger Games, Mockingjay Part 1. Have you seen this movie? I haven't.
I haven't too. No.
Okay. I haven't. November 21? Oh my goodness. It seems to be new. Okay. The next one, number 2. The actors in this Western have a natural talent. I don't watch Westerns, but anyway. Number 2, letter A. So let's see the movie. The Wild Bunch. Never heard. Have you?
No.
No, I don't know, have no idea. Number 3, there are no surprises in this romantic comedy, but it has an amusing plot. What are they talking about, guys? Any idea? Number 3, they say here it's letter F. Let's see there. Oh, Notting Hill. Ah, this one I've seen a few times. Have you? Have you seen? Have you seen Notting Hill, guys? It's an old movie.
I haven't.
You haven't? Yeah, it's nice. Yes, it does have an amusing plot. It is cute. Number 4, Hugh Jackman plays the leading role in this outstanding musical. I don't think I know this one because I'm not into musicals. So number 4, 4D. So let's see. Oh, it's famous. Les Miserables. Yeah. This one, I think I've seen it, but I don't remember. Have you? I know the story, but I don't remember if I've seen it. And then Winner of many awards. The real highlight of this historical drama is its exciting account of life in 13th century Scotland. Let's see. Number 5 is G.
Braveheart.
Yeah, Braveheart. That's an old movie. Yeah, I remember that one. Yeah, this one I've seen. Yeah, this one I remember. Yeah, that's a nice movie. And finally, guys, this animated movie is a classic. The opening at the start is very different from the rest of the movie. Yes, that's letter C, Spirited Away. It's beautiful, yeah. I love animation, so. Have you seen, guys? Have you seen this movie?
Um clássico que eu nunca vi. Do Estúdio Ghibli eu só vi o meu amigo Totoro.
Ah, okay. Yeah, they're very nice.
Ainda vou pegar para ver todos os filmes do Estúdio Ghibli.
Yeah, they are really cute. They are really cute. Okie dokie. So, people, moving on to 130, which is our last page for today. Let's take a look at this picture. Do you know this picture? Do you know what's going on here?
Yes.
She's being presented, I guess.
Who?
I don't remember her name, but yeah.
So I think she's Renée Zellweger, I think. But I think she's playing one of her roles. Yeah, the Mockingjay. Yeah. So yeah, the Hunger Games, that's it. So let's see what we have to do. Look at the movie review. Oops, sorry. Where would you read a review like this? So this, guys, is a movie review. It's just like a sample, okay, from a site. As you can see here, it's like a blog, and it has this movie review. The title is Finally, by a guy or a person called Movie Mad. And we are about to read this movie review. And the question is, where would you read a review like this? Here we have on a website, in a magazine, in a newspaper, in a social media post, in a personal blog, in a journal. Journal, guys, is the same as, what's the difference, by the way, guys, between newspaper and journal? Do you know?
A newspaper is a paper, literally the paper, and a journal is the place. They in a journal, no, I'm not gonna say that one. For example, no Rio de Janeiro, na Washington Luiz, that's a journal, and we have the newspaper, O Globo. Então que a gente tem essa diferença. Ou não, não é. Eu tô falando besteira.
No.
Not at all?
No. Newspaper. O Globo, Extra, Estadão, New York Times. Those are newspapers, right? Now, journal is something extremely personal, or maybe not. Nowadays, with technology, you can have...
Oh, yes. Like
yeah.
my journal is like a diary.
Yes, very good. You can have an open journal if you want. You can write online and you can open to whoever you want. Okay, so a journal is like a diary. All right?
Pior que eu já vi sobre isso, mas eu não consegui, não assimilei na hora. Eu
Yeah.
já vi sobre isso, que era um filme que eu assisti, que a mulher ela escrevia. She used to write about her life after being a mom and stuff.
Yes,
E depois
it's
ela
true.
publicou um livro daquilo. Ah, entendi.
Yes.
Mas eu não consegui pegar a diferença disso.
Yes. So they even have this verb journaling. So journaling is the act of writing a diary every day. It's when you take some time to write about your day. So you write a few lines about how your day went and about feelings and whatever you feel like. So you write on a journal. Some people journal all life long, they have this habit. They talk about their lives and then they transform the journal into a book sometimes. So it's more like an autobiography. So that's journal, okay? So what kind of, where would you read a review like this? This is a movie review. And where do you think you would read this kind of review? On a website, a magazine, newspaper, okay? Social media post, personal blog, in a journal, okay? So let's say, take a look at the review and try to find the best place for this review, okay? So let's take a look. I'll give you 2 minutes to read this review. Let me see here. Yes, now you can see it. Let me time you. Okay, there you go.
Okay, I read.
Okay, perfect.
Gente, vocês escutaram vozes aqui, desculpa, o microfone estava ligado, mas é porque a gente está dividindo a sala, então.
No problem, that's okay.
Sorry.
No, don't worry, that's okay. That's all right. So where do you think one would find this review?
I don't know. I can't think of any. Oh, I follow on Instagram.
Instagram.
Emilios. I don't know.
Yeah, of course.
That makes
right?
like reviews like that.
Yeah.
Personal reviews of movies and stuff he watched. So, yes.
So here,
on social media posts.
yes, of course. Here they put in a personal blog. So that's totally possible, right? Social media posts would be possible too, but usually social media post is not that long, right? This is a long post. So it's more common to see it in a personal blog. Okay, guys. So just for us to conclude here, They want us to read the review again and choose true or false. So the first one, the movie is based on a novel. You
False.
remember the movie, right? Hunger Games. Because look, she said she read the book. Look, I loved the book too much to see the movie.
What's the
Okay,
definition of novel, Simone?
so that's a good question. Who knows? Does anybody know?
It's literally like Novela das Nove. That's exactly that.
No.
Different, right? Yeah.
Yeah, it's different. What do we call novela das nove in English? Who knows?
I don't know.
We call that 9 o'clock soap opera. So novela das nove or any kind of novela on TV is soap opera, okay? Or simply soap, okay? So the 9 o'clock soap, the 6 o'clock soap, or soap opera. Now, the book that we read, which is fiction, okay? We call it a novel. Oh, really, Giovanninha? Oh, what a pity. All right, let me take a picture quickly. So what we read, for example, the story we read in a book that is a fictional story, we call it a novel. All right?
So yes, true, it's a
Okay.
novel.
So in Portuguese, novel in literary terms is the same as romance, okay? Which has nothing to do with romantic stories. Okay, guys? Romance is a fictional story, okay? I took the picture already, okay? No problem, Giovanninha, thank you. All right, people, so novel is the same as romance in Portuguese. Oh, I'm reading a novel. I know that you are reading a book, okay? All right, so now if you are watching the 9 o'clock novela, then you are watching the soap opera, okay, guys? So this movie is based on a novel. So true or false?
False.
True.
True.
True, guys. Look. Look. Who hasn't seen the Hunger Games? Me. Until last week. I loved the book too much to see the movie. So she loved the book. So there is a book. She
Ah, tá. Eu pensei que tava falando da segunda. Essa aí é true.
Okay, so she loved the book. If she loved the book, there is a book. So yes, it's based on a novel. So this movie, The Hunger Games, is based on a novel. Okay, guys. Susan Collins is the director of the movie. True or false?
False.
Okay.
False. She is the author.
She's the author. All right. The reviewer was a little disappointed by the movie. I think she was disappointed. Look, despite some weaknesses. Look.
But she said it is a movie that doesn't disappoint from the opening to the final scenes.
Ah, okay. Very good. So she mentions that this is a movie that doesn't disappoint from the opening to the final scenes. So she liked the movie despite the weaknesses. Very good. Excellent. Ah, good girl. So she wasn't disappointed. So false. Number 4, Jennifer Lawrence plays her role well.
True.
True.
Yes, the plot in the movie is exactly the same as the book. The plot, people, is the story. It's like enredo, okay? Let's take a look there again. Here she says,
I think it's false. I don't know.
yes? Yay! Excellent. Very good. It's not exactly the same. There are some little details. Okay, guys? So that's it. It's okay. We don't need to do the last one. I will just show you the answers to that one if you want. Okay, let me go here. Here they want us to complete the chart with positive and negative comments about the movie. Have you seen this movie? Have you watched this movie, The Hunger Games? Here they will
No.
talk about the good points and the bad points. Yeah, me neither. Me neither.
I never see complete.
Yeah, me neither. Good points and bad points. Here, the good points is the director makes the story come to life. Let's see some more good points. The use of color is a real highlight. Jennifer Lawrence is perfect for the role. These are good points. Now let's see the bad points. The significance of Mockingjay pen is lost, and the action is sometimes too fast or too slow. Okay, so if you want, you can take a picture or get a screenshot, and later you can complete the chart. Okay, guys. All right.
All right.
This is the spin here, okay, guys? Mockingjay is this bird here. It has something to do with this pin that she wears here. And there is a meaning there somehow, okay? If you want to know. So here, in the end, they ask us if you have read the Hunger Games books or seen the movies. And then they ask if we agree with the review. Really, I haven't seen the movies and I haven't read the book, so I can't tell, really. What's the difference between reading a story in a book and watching the same story as a movie? Which do you think is better? Well, in my honest opinion, I think it's better to read the book. I prefer. I don't know about
The
you.
original. The original.
Yes, the original, yes, the original story. I prefer. Sometimes I watch the movies, but sometimes I get really disappointed when I watch the movies. Because the movies, they are so different from the book. They are not really faithful. But anyway.
Simone, I gotta go now.
Yes, everybody has to. Guys, it was a pleasure to have you here. We are finished, right? We are done here. I just want to show you back our page in Google Classroom. Remember, do your homework. Online practice 11.3. And I will post here some exercises on the past perfect. Remember, guys, I posted for you here some examples of phrasal verbs using the particles we learned in this lesson. And I also posted some genres of literature that we studied in this lesson for you to see, okay? and some others as well for you to enjoy. Okay, guys, so they are very interesting. I highly recommend. So don't forget, do your exercises. They are due next week. Okay. Thank you so much for coming, people.
Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye, guys. Thank you so much. Thank you, Matheus, Amandinha, José Guilherme, Paula, Giovaninha, she has to go. See you next week, people. Have a nice weekend. Bye-bye, guys. Thank you, Matheus.
Bye-bye. Take care.
Bye-bye, guys. Take care. Bye.